Forget the penalty bollocks, okay, where City should have had 3 penalties, alright? We're down to 10 men, 60 minutes, okay? I am proud of that performance. That was insane. We showed real character, determination, and to be honest, towards the end of it, we were unlucky not to draw. You know, last season, we would have put our heads down and we would have got battered 6-1 again, or 6-0. It is just ridiculous. So I will take that. A 1-0 loss, no points. But it shows a lot of character, and that is what we were missing last season. Obviously, we've got a hell of a lot of defensive issues now because of Rojo's injury, because of Smalling's red card. So I'll get into the game. So the game starts, it's end to end. City, United, attack, basically. That's what it was. You know, we were trying to hold possession. And then Smalling, the first yellow card he gets, he stands in front of Joe Hart to block a kick, and he gets a yellow card for that, right? Fair enough. Zabaleta, on the other hand, brings that Blind also got a yellow card for a challenge just outside the box on Aguero, I think. But Zabaleta on the left takes down Di Maria and doesn't get a yellow card for it. It was basically the same as Blind's challenge. Now Zabaleta got a yellow in the second half, so potentially he could have been sent off. Obviously though, City should have had a lot more decisions go their way, so I'm not saying anything about that. But yeah, Smalling's first yellow was stupid. His second one, utter retarded. I mean, why the hell he makes the challenge? I mean, I know City are coming to cut in, but you've got to trust your other defenders. You can't just make reckless challenges when you're on a yellow. Get sent off, defensive issues, down to 10 men. So, we've got to bring on Michael Carrick, who's been out for 5 months. He hasn't played, apart from the under-21s. I think he's had 1 or 2 games for them. And then he's came back and he's had to play out of his favourite position, which is centre mid / CDM, and he's playing as centre back. And he did absolutely fantastically. To be honest, he's probably my man of the match. He did so well. But yeah, we're down to 10 men, okay? And then later on in the second half, after City get a penalty call, they get another one. Yaya Toure bursts through. There is a vine though, and Rojo does actually touch the ball through Yaya Toure's legs. I still think it's a penalty, okay? I've seen that. I still think it's a penalty. But we get away with it. Could have been down to 9 men, but in all honesty, City should be capitalising. And then, after the second half, it's all City, you know, we've got 10 men. And then, what do you know, Rojo gets injured, pulls his shoulder. And now, we've got Evans, Jones, Smalling, who is ineligible, Rojo, Raphael, and I'm sure I'm missing one, Blackett, who are injured or suspended. So, you know, our defensive issues just get so much better. And then, we bring on Paddy McNair. So, our back four converts to Valencia in right back, who started the game there. McNair, who is a youth player, and this is his second game. Then we've got Michael Carrick, who's played in centre-back about 4 times. Then Luke Shaw, who is basically our most experienced defender, having played 5 games, and our only actual defender. And still, City find it so hard to break. Yes, they could have had another penalty. I'm not denying that, okay? They should have had 3 penalties, but still, you expect with the quality of Aguero, they had Navas. Later on, they brought on Nasri, they brought on Dzeko, they've got Yaya Toure, Fernando, they brought on Fernandinho. You expect them to go on and hammer us, but they didn't. They did admittedly get a good goal, to be honest. It is a fantastic goal. I think it's Zabaleta. I can't remember who brings it on the wing. Di Maria tries to slide, misses it. Cross in. Aguero. Who else? Who else is it going to be for City against United? Taps it in. Well, doesn't tap it in. He glides it in. It's a great finish. I'm not taking anything away from that finish. And then after that, City pile on the pressure. And this, I'm sorry, Pellegrini is a shocking manager. He is so lucky with the team he's blessed with. He brings on Dzeko and Nasri when they're 1-0 up. I can understand he wants to get a goal, but seriously, you're against a 10-man United. You've already got Aguero. You've already got Yaya Toure. James Milner as well looks prolific, okay? And you're bringing on 2 more attackers when we're obviously going to be playing on the counter. So if we did get a goal, what would the media have done about Pellegrini? Because until the 80th minute, he didn't bring on a defensive sub. Fair enough, he took Aguero off and brought Fernandinho for the last 10 minutes when we were pressing. It was all United then. But I just don't understand why you're bringing on 2 attackers. It's bad management. And to be honest, he's lucky that we didn't actually get the goal. Wayne Rooney, with a run that looks as though he's like 10 years younger, bursts through, beats company, and just can't get a shot away. Comes out RVP, passes it to Di Maria. Great save from Joe Hart. Then we get a free kick. Just after that, Di Maria whips it in and Fellaini hits his shoulder. Fellaini had a good game apart from that. He did a Berber spin in the first 4 minutes. But, you know, he was pretty solid. The whole team, I've got to congratulate them. From what we were left with for the last hour because of Smalling's error, we did exceptionally well to come away with a 1-0 loss. Yes, we should have had 3 penalties against us, so maybe it could have been 3 or 4 due to penalties. But from open play, 1-0, I'll take that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Hopefully, we can show this kind of determination against what you would call the lesser teams, get some points on the board, because now we're 4 points behind City. Sorry, we're 7 points behind City, but we're 4 points off 4th, I believe. But that isn't a problem for me at the minute. Like, we are showing a lot more determination. If we can keep, you know, a couple of points off 4th by the time January comes, we will buy a centre-back. There's no doubt about that. We're getting far too many injuries. Jones, Evans and Smalling make too many reckless decisions. They get too many injuries and they're just not good enough for United. I would personally try Blackett if he's fit alongside McNair, because Rojo looks as though he's out for 3 months. That looks like he's tore his shoulder. That looks painful. Honestly, I felt so sorry for him. But spirited performance, spirited 1-0 defeat. What can we do? I'm a bit gutted, but at the end of the day, it's a good performance what we were left with. And I'm glad Michael Carrick is finally back. And hopefully that causes Van Gaal a selection headache for the midfield at least and the attacking. Another point, if we did have Radamel Falcao as well, we probably could have finished something. But of course, you can't cry after spilt milk. City didn't have Silva. So again, it's kind of balanced it out. But anyway, what can you do?